Hello, my name's Robert Burke, and I'm the creator of a new creature building game called Cartoona, coming out this year. In this video, I'd like to provide you with just some basic tile placement rules and tips. So, as you can see, we have a creature built out of these tiles, and these tiles here are wood prototypes. These are hand-painted prototype tiles to create the game from. So obviously the game will be printed on chipboard or a similar material, but I thought I would do this video with the original prototype so you could see kind of what they looked like. There's 9 different tile types in the game Cartoona. There's a single tile creature that looks like this, and there's 3 of these. And then you have ear tiles, or top of the head, a nose and mouth tile, head tile, a front body tile, a front foot tile, a back foot tile, a back body tile, and a tail tile. So as you can see in this creature here, this is the most tiles that can be used to build a single creature. That's 8 tiles. So when you add in the single tile creature, to these 8 different tiles, you get 9 tiles that are in the game in total. So I'd like to show you really quick, when you place tiles, I'm going to break this creature up and show you how you do it. Well, when you play a game of Cartoona, you can start by placing any tile to start a creature. After you place a tile, you have to build off the tile that you've placed. So for example, if I placed this head tile here, I could place the ear tile on the top. I could place the nose tile on the side, on that side. I could do the front body tile on the bottom. I could not place a tile diagonally to fill in the back body there. And I could not do the feet and skip a tile. So basically you just have to build whatever tiles you have in play, you have to build off of those tiles. So very simple rule. So a strategy tip when you're placing your tiles, especially in team games, when you're placing a tile, you're better to place a head piece or a back body piece or a front body piece, because these all have 3 opportunities for you to place future tiles that you draw. If I were to play a nose piece first, I have to place a head piece. So I'm limiting my options by playing a piece like this, or by playing feet. I've got to place a body on the feet. So just keep that in mind when you're placing your tiles. So in this case, I've got a head piece, a nose, some ears. We'll do the front body. We'll do the back body. We'll do the tail, we'll do the back feet, and we'll do the front feet. So that's an 8 tile creature. And another thing, you can use any color tile when you're placing a tile on a creature, but if you complete a creature of all the same color, you get double the points. So for example, if I finish this creature with these magenta ears, the creature would be worth the face value, and the points are shown right on each tile. You would add up the face value for every tile used to build your creature, and that's the points that you would score for that creature. If I finish a creature with all blue tiles, I get the face value of all the points plus a bonus, and the bonus is I get double the points. So I would add up all the points for the face value and then multiply that by 2. So it's definitely worth it to try and get a creature of all one color when you're playing the game. But remember, especially if you're playing the full game, there's cards that can make it difficult. All your opponents are going to be out to steal your tiles, to change their color, to swap them. So it can be difficult to do, but it's definitely not impossible. It depends on what strategy you'd like to go with. Do you want to build as many creatures as possible and not worry about one color? Or do you really want to try and go for those double points? Alright, so this is an 8 tile creature. This could easily be a 7 tile creature, and I'll show you that if I take this nose away. You'll have tiles here where the nose is completely within the head tile. So that would be a finished creature as well, but instead of using 8 tiles, I've only used 7 tiles. So that is something that you could do more quickly. Also, instead of 7 tiles, I could create a 6-tile creature. If I take this tail away, and I take this back end with the udders away, and I played a body, a back end body like this, now I've completed an all blue creature with just 6 tiles. You can also complete a creature with 5 tiles. If I take these ears away, and if I take this head away, and if I happen to have this head in my hand, I can complete an all blue creature with just 5 tiles. So all the heads are going to fit to the bodies, all the bodies are going to fit to the feet, all the back ends to the front ends, all the back ends to the back legs. They're all going to fit together, so depending on which tiles you play is not only how many points you're going to score, but how quickly you can build those creatures and score those points. So these kind of tiles, these head tiles, the tiles that have the tail, can be more valuable because they'll help you get your creature built quicker. Now, in addition to this, you could also play, that's a 5-tile creature. If I remove these, there's also creatures like this. So here we go back, and here's a 4-tile creature, standing upright. So again, the feet match the body, match the head, match the ears. So these 4 tiles you could get done much more quickly than an 8-tile creature, and you'd still score double the points because it's an all blue creature. If we use that head that I showed you earlier, we could finish the creature with just 3 tiles. So if you were lucky enough to get these 3 tiles, then you would score double the points for building this creature, which would be 3, 6, 4 is 10, multiply it by 2, this would be 20 points right there. And that's pretty good considering if you score 50, you win the game. You can also, and the best thing, if you can do this, you can also score by creating a 2-tile creature with just 2 tiles. And there's a few of these in the game as well. Here's another one. See, now you could score with just 2 tiles for both of these creatures, and you would still get double the points because both of these are single color creatures. Now if these were flipped, these still count as creatures, right? But you're not going to get double the points. So this one would be worth 9 points. 5 plus 4 is 9. If you built this one, it would be 6 plus 4 is 10. But if you built them this way and did it with one color, this would be 6 plus 5 times 2 is, that would be 22 points for those 2 tiles. These 2 tiles, it would be 4 plus 4 is 8 times 2 is 16. That would be worth 16 points. So that's basically how you can build creatures. You can build a 2-tile creature, 3-tile, 4-tile, 5-tile, 6-tile, 7-tile, and an 8-tile creature. Also included in the game are the single-tile creatures, and I'll go over these real quick with you. Now, these single-tile creatures are optional. You know, some people, during our play testing, about 68% of the people who played it really liked these tiles. And a good majority of the remaining who didn't care for them so much are more serious kind of strategy gamers who don't like a lot of luck and chance in their games. And these tiles are pure luck. If you happen to draw one of these, all you have to do is play it and you automatically get the points shown on the tile. So if you played this one, you would get 2 points. Now there's a plus sign on these tiles here to indicate that there are bonuses available for these single tile creatures. Okay, so after I place this first single tile creature, I get the 2 points. But if I then place a second single tile creature, I get the face value, so I get another 3 points. Plus, and this little plus sign is an indicator here that tells you get a bonus. You get a bonus of 3 points. So after I play 2 of these, I get the face value here is 2, Face value here is 3 for a total of 5, plus a 3-point bonus. So I get 8 points in total after playing those 2 tiles. Then, if I am lucky enough to get the last single tile creature, I add 4 points immediately, and I get a bonus of 5 points. You know, like I said, it's all luck to get these 3 tiles. If you get all 3 of them, you get the bonuses when you place the second one and when you place the third one, and you get the face value of all 3. You know, chances are good that you won't get all 3, but obviously there will be games where you can get all 3 of these. So these are really exciting for children, especially love these tiles. They love to get them and put them down and get those instant points. So again, they're optional, so it's up to you if you want to keep them in your game or exclude them. Okay, one more thing about tile placement. As far as aligning your tiles, after you play even just 1 or 2 games, you'll get to know, you know, what tile is what and where they go and how you can use them to build your creatures. But when you're starting out, all you have to remember is that the black lines have got to line up and the edges of the tiles have got to line up. Okay? So if I was to play these back feet on the front feet and I line up these 2 edges, you can see that these black lines are not lined up. So you know that cannot be placed there. Okay, also the front and back feet are labeled B and F. B for back, F for front. This just helps you identify the tiles when they're in your hand without having to lay them down. Alright, but the game will ship with player screens where you can build creatures behind the player screen so other players cannot see what you have. So the game will ship with 8 of those, since Cartoona can be played with up to 8 people. So the final thing are these tiles. You'll see some tiles here that have 2 colors, and there's a few of these. Here's another one here. But these tiles give the user who plays the tile the option to use either or one of these 2 colors. So in this case, whoever played this tile would obviously choose yellow, because if they choose yellow, then this creature then becomes a single color creature and is worth double the points, right? So these tiles just give you more options if you are working to build single color creatures. So that's all those are. And that's about it for Cartoona tile placement. I will be doing some more videos to post that will walk you through the rules of the 3 different games of Cartoona. There is the full game that utilizes the deck of action cards. Then there is the basic game where players only use the tiles. And then there is a children's game that is specifically made for younger kids, as young as age 3. And also I'll have a video on how to play the game Solitaire. You can actually play a pretty great Solitaire game with the tiles on their own, and I'll have the video that shows you how to do that as well.